this is Joanna and thanks for joining me for another video for the alleyway stamps. And today I'm using Bubbly and I'm using Tickle Me Happy. And I'm using a watercolor paper from Tim Holtz. And because I'm going to do some embossing and I'm going to do some watercolor, so I use the smooth side. And then I use Versamark ink. It's sticky ink. It's one of my favorites when I'm doing embossing. And when you're stamping Versamark on white, it's almost impossible to see. It's really hard to see in real life, and on camera it's almost impossible. So when I stamp one image, and then I use my embossing powder and I'm heat setting it so I won't make any mistakes, because otherwise it's very easy to stamp over the image that you already stamped. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm using clear embossing powder, and that's because I had a clear out on my desk, but you can of course use white. It will work just as fine. And here I'm just stamping that little feather. And I'm embossing it. And to prevent the cardstock from warping too much, I first warm up the heat gun and then I bring it over to my cardstock. And here I'm heat setting the final feather. And now it's time to do the watercolor, and I'm using the back side of my Martha Stewart mini scoring board just to tape down my watercolor piece so it doesn't warp too much, but you can use any flat surface. And then I'm using my distress ink and I'm using a large acrylic block just to smoosh on the colors so I can pick them up with my watercolor brush. And I love using this technique with watercolors because you can, in a really easy way, achieve a watercolor look, and you don't have to be an expert by any means with watercolors, because the colors and the water will stay inside the embossed lines. And now I will just keep on coloring my card, and I will let you guys listen to some music, and I will pick up the voiceover when I'm finished coloring. And now everything is colored, so I just remove the washi tape. And I try to remove the washi tape in an angle so I don't tear up my cardstock. And this is a mini mister, and I have mixed it with water and perfect pearl, so it's like a shimmer mist. And I just spray it just a couple of times, and I try to spray in the right corner just to give it a subtle shimmer. And some of the distress ink escaped underneath the washi tape, so I just use a white gel pen to clean up the edges. And now it's time to assemble the card, and I'm using my ATG to adhere some tape to the back side, and then I'm adhering this onto a piece of grey cardstock. And then I just use my ATG again to adhere everything on my card base. And then the card is done. So thank you so much for spending time with me, and I hope that you liked the video and you got inspired to make something your own. So see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.